Team and the New York Giants.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there at a Washington first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now Jones. Got a man open. It's Ross. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, defense.
Throwing Jones. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of the ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
25-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
First down, Washington.
On first down, Cook takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, Cook spins away. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Dalvin Cook, 50 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
4-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself.
Looking into the snowflakes, and he muffs it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Big hold to the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the carry, it's Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Giant, Landon Collins. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Throwing after the interception. Jones gives this out to Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another 1st down, as this time they get an even 20. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. He's going to have the hook up to Ross.
Jones pass.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Oh, baby, come on, let's go.
From the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
He was tackled at the 46.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down now, it's Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Let's get it.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal, so instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Going deep downfield for Ross. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Landon Collins on the coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
If you know, you know. If you know about the carport, the trapdoor's supposed to be hardwood. If you know...
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
No conversation, ain't got time for no debate. It started taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a girl in for the safe boy till there's nothing left. And I'm going to the bed until we all nothing but death. Yeah, the footsteps coming, but we coming for the jet. We ain't gonna run, no we don't hide. I can never switch nothing in my life. Love's my cause, by my side. Never gonna ride.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
That's good.
What do they have dialed up that'll give give them an advantage to move the ball downfield.
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Jones on 3rd and 2. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Jones now, off play action. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Carr. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. $13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the gun, Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Throwing again, Jones. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Jones operating from the gun to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be out right at the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
The 20-yard line.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Off the option, that's complete. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Jones in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
So they were stopped trying to run the ball on 1st down. Now they take a sack on 2nd down. The offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on the defensive coordinator because right now the defense has the advantage.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jones. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Giants 28, Washington 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run it again with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now it's the backup Mariota. And he connects with Ertz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. They run the counter with Cook. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And shedding through the tackle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Operating from the gun. Carr. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Jones throwing on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 12-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Giants 35, Washington 21. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
That's got to be a long day. 49 is the Mike. Mike 734. 49 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
49 is the Mike. Mike 29. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 49 is the Mike. Mike 29. Get the ball. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Carr will try it again on second down. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 60 yards. And Washington has made this a one-score game. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Good. Makes the score Giants 35, Washington 28.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock defensively. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former Giant, Landon Collins. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw his Carr. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The Giants take over.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check, crouch, crouch, crouch.
try and run some clock here with Barkley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Jones off the play fake. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They did.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Carr's pass intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
First down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Carrier taken down at the 11-yard line.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, Let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.